May you find happiness and peace, and may your home stand the test of time.
Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mary. Today I'll be reacting to a Trans EMT challenge math watch to a debate on biology. Wow guys, so without further ado, let's get started.
How would you define a woman? Because you've asked other people up here to define how we would define a woman. How would you define a woman, Mr. Walsh?
An adult human female.
And how doesn't a transgender woman fit that definition?
Female.
Because they're not female. They have, you said that you are a biological male, correct?
I said I'm transgender. I might be intersex for all we know. About almost as many people in the world are transgender as intersex, and
Well,
a lot of people don't know.
Well, but that's a different conversation. Intersex, that's a genetic anomaly, that's a medical condition. So that's a completely different conversation. That's also not a third gender. That's a genetic anomaly that occurs within the sex binary of male and female. What you're saying is that a quote-unquote trans woman is a female?
By the definitions I'm familiar with, yes.
Wow.
So how would you define female?
Through my training in healthcare, there are several different categories for how we define sex. People bring up chromosomes. People also bring up hormone levels. People bring up all sorts of other categories. Lots of people don't fit neatly into a gender binary, even people we don't consider to be intersex. It's a complicated spectrum.
It's not complicated, but you also didn't define. So what is
a woman?
What is a woman? What is a female? What do these words mean?
It's complicated, and I know you're not going to like that answer, but that's because there are no simple answers in human biology.
Let me ask you a question.
You guys,
Can I ask you one last
hang
question?
on. Just let me finish. You guys like to bring up high school level biology classes a lot. I get that a lot, but people who go on to more complicated biology classes will talk about sex as a spectrum.
It's not. It's not.
Well, biological researchers would disagree with you.
Well, then they're full of the ones that would say that. Look,
Wow, that was...
All right.
There are male gametes and female gametes. Oh, I had one last question. I just had one quick. Can you come back for 1 second? Because this is an important question. You said you're an EMT.
Yes.
Okay, if you're responding to a health emergency. Biological male, somebody with a penis, is having a medical emergency.
Okay.
And they say to you, I think I'm having a miscarriage. Would you check them to see if they're having a miscarriage? Would you consider that a possibility for them?
Nice, smart question.
No, but that's because some people don't have body parts. Doesn't mean they're not a woman.
Okay. Sounds like we've established there are some people who, in principle, can get pregnant, and there are some people who can't. So there's two categories, otherwise known as binary.
Lots of women can't get pregnant either.
Yeah, but they're still of the nature to get pregnant. The only
But
reason
they can't get pregnant.
Yes, but
truth matters, right?
it does. That's what I'm trying to explain to you.
Truth matters, and they can't
Okay,
get pregnant. That's the truth. So how are they still women?
Because they are for the same reason that I can rightly say that human beings have two legs. And if a person is born with only one leg, that doesn't call into question the statement that human beings have two legs, okay? A person being born with one leg doesn't mean that now legs are on a spectrum and we can't say anything at all about how many legs a person has. Who knows? They could be a centipede. You know, they could have 100 legs. No, we know human beings have two legs. If a human is born without two legs, something went wrong. They were supposed to have that second leg, something went wrong. If you meet a person on the street who only has one leg, maybe they had an accident, maybe they were in war, maybe something, maybe they were in a car accident, maybe they had cancer, a leg was cut off. But you know that something went wrong because by their nature, they're supposed to have two legs. Same thing for a woman. A woman by her nature can get pregnant. A man by his nature never can. So if you meet a woman of childbearing age, say she's 28 years old, and she can't get pregnant, you know automatically that something has gone wrong. And she can go to the doctor and find out what that thing is, even if they can't fix it. So that proves that women by their nature can get pregnant, because the simple fact that she can't shows you that there is something wrong. This is what is known as the exception that proves the rule. Whereas if a male with a penis can't get pregnant, no doctor on earth is going to run tests to see what's wrong with him. Because they already know it's that he's a male, and there's only male and female, those who can get pregnant,
That's
those who
true.
can't. So, that's it.
I have watched several, people talk about this kind of sensitive issue. But when it comes to Matt, he has a very brilliant way of answering your question. Like, he tries to make you see reason why what you are doing, you are not supposed to do it. He don't just impose the answer on you. He gives you explanation, that will make you feel comfortable about, the question you ask him. And that is one thing everyone is looking for. You want to go out there, being in the crowd, pour out your heart, let the world know that this is what I feel about what I believe in. And if you don't agree with me, you can actually, give me a reason why you don't agree with me. And Matt is the right guy to do that, because he's going to break it down for you in a simpler form, in a way that you reason, with yourself. You ask yourself, okay, I think it's right. You see, at the end of the day, I noticed the trans guy did not push any further, because he felt like, yes, I think he has answered my question. And it's true, we are all built differently. We are human. So if you see another human with one eye, there's something wrong. If you see a woman that is extremely short, there's something wrong. If you see someone that is extremely tall, there's something wrong. Sometimes when you check some race, they have kind of an average height range that they all get to. If you check some race, they also have some skin tone that they are familiar with. So when you give birth to someone that does not fit that skin tone, people feel like, nah, I think this child is not supposed to be here, or this child, or something went wrong in the process, you see? So that is what Matt is trying to say. So if you are a man and you identify yourself as a woman, which I don't think he has anything wrong with that. The thing is, we all know you're a man. That is the truth. You just choose to be a woman. And he's saying that you are picking the wrong gender to identify yourself as, because we all see you as a man. You're not fooling anyone. You can decide to act like one, behave like one, or whatever way you choose to, display yourself, but you're still a man. So you can decide to be a man and act that way. No one is going to kill you. It's like, how will I explain it? It's like, I see a beautiful house, and now I'm not claiming ownership of that house. I feel like I'm telling everyone around, yes, I'm the owner of this house. Call me the landlord of this house. Whereas I don't fit into the house. I don't own the house. That is what I'm saying here. I see like you are trying to claim another, gender, whereas people are already on that gender. I think that is why it is called trans. I'm a trans. I don't think there's anything wrong there. Like, just be proud of who you are. Don't just, I know, yes, you have that urge. You feel like you are more closer to a female, sex than a male sex. I get it. But I wish we get a unique name so that it will stop messing things up. Because I want women to be identified as, women. I want them to be able to participate in their own games. I want them to be able to see themselves their own way without anyone competing with them. And also guys too. We also have trans women that want to be guys. I just want men to be comfortable with being a man. If you feel like you have qualities of a woman, or you see like, from as you're growing up, your state is exhibiting some characters, you see yourself as a female. Well, no one, at least in Africa, it's a crime. But in the Western world, you're free to do that. So no one is asking you to not do that. At least they have free will. You can be yourself. You can identify as whoever you want to identify, but stop making things like, stop confusing people, or stop claiming what you are not. If you are free to see yourself as a woman, and I'm also free to identify you as a man. There's a free world, so let's just accept and be happy with each other. Anyway, there's a beautiful one coming from Matt. I love the way he broke down the definition of a woman and also elaborates on it, and also made the guy see reason why he's he need to rethink about how he identify himself or how he define himself. Anyway, like I said before, it's a beautiful one. Let me know what you think in the comment section. It is your first time visiting the channel, click on the subscribe button. Thanks for watching, and remember bless.